when you decide to start aggressively paying down your debt, should you also move money into savings and retirement? Find out next. Hey guys, it's Cory.
And Erica. And Zoey's over there right now. She's being such a good little girl. Yeah, you are, Zoe. In our last video, we talked about budgeting. I broke down our 4 categories for our budget, and that's recurring expenses, living expenses, debt, and random fun expenses. Savings was not included in there. If you haven't seen that video, go ahead and watch that one first. It'll be linked up here. We'll also put the rest of the videos in this debt series in the description box below. Please don't forget to subscribe if you're liking this. We'll post more money content once this debt series is over. And we also talk about life in Italy and parenthood. Prior to deciding to get out of debt, we would move money here and there into savings accounts, but nothing really major. I mean, I remember in college and in high school, I would save for shopping spree. I would save for spring break. But other than that, I didn't start saving for retirement. I remember right before I joined the military, I started a 401k through my job, and I think I stacked away like $300 in there, so I ended up just taking it out. And then once we got married, we had never started saving for retirement, and we just maybe moved money over to savings here and there. Did you save for anything?
Oh, I spent 100% of what I made. No, I never saved any money, and so when we got married, we still didn't. But shortly after, and when we decided that we wanted to pay off our debt,
Stop saying
So after we got married, we still didn't really save money like Erica said. But when we started to focus on paying off all of our debt, savings came up, but really our inspiration was Dave Ramsey. You can learn about that in the beginning of this video series. So Dave recommends, and is his opinion, that you stop all your savings and retirement to aggressively and as quickly as possible pay down all of your debt. As we were going through our 35 months of paying off our debt, we stuck to Dave's plan and we stopped all of our retirement savings.
Shoot, we didn't even start our retirement
savings. We didn't even. It was our plan really to start all of that after we got all of our debt paid down, just like Dave says. Now, in retrospect, it might not be mathematically prudent of you to stop all your retirement savings, but the sheer fact is stopping everything and putting all of your money towards debt is a huge win mentally, and I think that's one key factor that kept us on track. So we did take everything that Dave said to heart and we stuck to his plan, but here's a couple more things for you guys that we have an opinion about.
So when deciding whether or not you want to still continue to save for retirement or just move money into your savings, there's 3 things that we really want you to consider. The first thing is, how fast do you really want to get out of debt, and how long do you actually think it's going to take? Our recommendation is you don't want to slow roll the whole thing. It sucks, the process sucks, it's long, and you want to get out of debt as fast as possible, so you want to free up as much money as possible. So by not contributing to your retirement and not moving money over to savings, you really free up your maximum amount of money that you can put towards your debt.
So the second thing is really taking into consideration any major upcoming events that you could at least somewhat prepare for. If you're getting married or if you're having a child, some things may move you towards having to stop putting as much money towards your debt and put a huge chunk of money towards savings so you can at least prepare yourself for those events.
And the third thing is, in more regards to retirement, is does your company provide a match? So at the time, the military was not providing a match. In fact, 1 month after we got out of debt is when they actually started providing a match. And that's why we decided to not put any money towards retirement. Now, we had given ourselves 1 year to really take this debt thing by the horns. And if we didn't, then we knew we really needed to start saving for retirement. And as we mentioned before, we didn't want to be in debt for the next 30 years and only put 2 or 5 or 6 or 7% towards retirement. We really wanted to be able to max out our retirement, and that's what getting out of debt allowed us to do. So if your company does provide a match, I would consider contributing towards your account as up to that match at least, because that's free money that you're losing out on. But ultimately the decision is up to you. How fast do you want to get out of debt? How much is that match? Is it going to really help you? Is it 2% and then 2% of your pay is $50 a month? You really have to take into consideration what your long-term goals are as well. But ultimately, freeing up as much money as you can to get out of debt as fast as you can is the best thing that you can do.
Yeah, you guys really have to decide what is your priority and what's going to keep you mentally focused. Like Erica said, that match is free money. That's a tough thing to give up, especially if that's something on the forefront of your mind. For us, it wasn't, and we didn't even have that option, so we really didn't have to make that decision. But yeah, whatever is going to help you guys get out of debt the fastest. If you feel like those mental wins of paying down large chunks of debt is more important to you, and that's going to keep you on track and get you to your debt-free goal, stick with that. But if you guys have a good match with your company that you're working for, and you know that compound interest that you're going to make over the couple months or years that you're going to be doing this debt-free journey, that's one really good thing to be spending your savings or retirement savings on. Spending on? I mean, you guys know what I mean.
No, I don't even know what you were trying to say. We know this step in the How to Get Out of Debt series isn't really an actionable step for you to take, but we really think it's an important one for you to start thinking about, because I know many other people that we've discussed getting out of debt with have not felt comfortable not putting money into savings or not having an emergency fund. We have a video dedicated to emergency funds all by itself, so we'll discuss that later, but it's really something that you need to start thinking about as you begin this debt-free journey, because savings is, maybe you weren't saving, maybe you were putting away $400 per saving, but think about what $400 could do towards getting out of debt every month.
So in short, what's your guys' priorities, and where do you think that your money should be going towards? For us, it was stopping everything and putting all of our money towards debt. We wanted to focus as aggressively as possible to get out of debt as fast as possible, and then start saving for retirement after the fact. But we'd like to know what you guys think about that. Do you agree with Dave, where you stop everything and you just put all of your money towards debt and get out of there, and that's that mental win for you? Or do you guys think that it's more beneficial to keep on saving and saving for retirement, especially if you get a good match with your company? We'd like to hear what your guys' thoughts are on that.
Put it in the comments below.
Absolutely.
Cutting back your savings is one way to put more money towards your debt. The next way is going to be tracking your expenses and cutting them out. So next video, stay tuned to find out exactly how you need to start tracking your expenses and start cutting back on some of them so you have more money to put towards your debt. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time.